The air crackled with tension. All eyes were on Cassie Ventura. The singer and model, known for her striking beauty and sultry voice, was now a key witness in a trial that had captivated the nation. She was about to expose the dark underbelly of her relationship with music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The allegations were shocking, the potential consequences immense. This was more than just a celebrity scandal. This was about power, control, and the systemic abuse that festers in the shadows. Cassie, once romantically linked with Diddy, had come forward with a story that sent shockwaves through the industry. Her testimony painted a disturbing picture of their time together, alleging a pattern of manipulation and coercion that culminated in what she called freak-offs, multi-day orgies involving drugs, strangers, and an undercurrent of fear. The courtroom was silent as Cassie, her voice trembling slightly, began to recount her experiences. Her words, measured and deliberate, cut through the room like a knife. She spoke of feeling trapped, controlled, and ultimately broken by a man who held immense power in the music industry and beyond. Cassie and Diddy's relationship had been tabloid fodder for years. They were the epitome of a power couple, she a rising star and he a music icon. Their romance, which began in the mid-2000s, was a whirlwind of glamorous parties, red carpet appearances, and whispers of a love that could conquer all. But behind the facade of success and happiness, a darker story was unfolding. According to Cassie's testimony, Diddy's charm was a tool, used to manipulate and control. She described a pattern of emotional abuse, possessiveness, and intimidation that escalated over time. What began as subtle attempts to control her career and social life morphed into something far more sinister. The freak-offs, as Cassie called them, were at the heart of her allegations. These weren't casual gatherings. They were, according to her testimony, orchestrated events where Diddy allegedly pressured her into sexual acts with multiple partners, often fueled by drugs and alcohol. Cassie described feeling terrified, violated, and utterly powerless to stop what was happening. Cassie's testimony was graphic and deeply disturbing. She described the freak-offs in detail, alleging that Diddy would invite strangers, often other women, to participate in these events. She claimed that he would pressure her to engage in sexual acts with these individuals, using a combination of emotional manipulation, threats, and sometimes physical force. She spoke of feeling trapped in a nightmare. The pressure to please Diddy, both professionally and personally, was immense. She feared that defying him would mean the end of her career and potentially put her safety at risk. Her voice shook as she recounted the shame, fear, and humiliation she endured. The impact on her mental and emotional well-being was devastating. Cassie described battling anxiety, depression, and PTSD in the years since her relationship with Diddy ended. The trauma, she said, continued to haunt her, affecting her ability to trust, form healthy relationships, and even function on a day-to-day basis. Section 4. Diddy's denial and public outrage. Diddy's legal team vehemently denied Cassie's allegations. They characterized her testimony as a work of fiction, motivated by financial gain and a desire to tarnish Diddy's reputation. They presented witnesses who claimed to have never witnessed any inappropriate behavior from Diddy towards Cassie or any other woman. Despite Diddy's denials, the public was outraged. Social media exploded with reactions to Cassie's testimony, with many expressing support for her bravery in coming forward. The hashtag #SurvivingDiddy began trending, as other women shared their own stories of alleged abuse and harassment within the music industry. The case sparked a larger conversation about the power dynamics at play within the entertainment world. Many pointed to a culture of silence and complicity, where powerful men like Diddy operate with impunity, protected by their wealth, status, and an army of enablers. Section 5. The music industry reckons with a dark reality. Cassie's allegations, if proven true, could have far-reaching consequences for the music industry. They expose a dark underbelly of exploitation and abuse that has long been whispered about but rarely addressed publicly. The trial has the potential to shatter the facade of glamour and excess that often surrounds the industry, revealing a system where power imbalances can leave young artists, particularly women, vulnerable to predation. The case has also sparked calls for accountability and change. Many are demanding that the music industry confront its own complicity in perpetuating a culture that allows abuse to flourish. There are calls for greater transparency, stricter codes of conduct, and a zero-tolerance policy towards any form of harassment or assault. As the trial continues, the world watches and waits. Cassie Ventura's brave decision to speak out has shed light on a dark corner of the music industry. The outcome of this case could have profound implications, not just for the individuals involved, but for the future of an industry grappling with its own demons.